Hello, lovelies. It's Sunday. I have managed to leave this till right at the last minute, so I'm hoping that this will actually be up in the normal time on Sunday. Now then, classic February, miserable weather, loads of rain, just ugh. But I have actually reached for a couple of things this week, or last week I should say now, that I haven't worn for a little while. There's a few classics in here as well, but there's a few things that you might not have seen for a little while. And there's this one which is an old and discontinued perfume, but it's new to me. You can, luckily though, find this relatively easy on eBay, and it's not too expensive because it's not one of the popular ones. So this is Si Lolita from Lolita Lempicka. I'm just going to show you. It's normally got this cool little kind of like a little necktie look going on and a little kind of flip thing to protect the sprayer, but this one doesn't. I don't know if this is because whoever I bought this from like broke it or something happened to it, or whether this is a tester. It doesn't really say on the bottom, but this is from Pacific Creations back when the original Lolita Lempicka were created by them. And this is a perfume that I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like this because, okay, let me just start by giving you the notes, because this does not at all, I think, sound like something that I would particularly enjoy apart from a couple of notes here. So this is the EDP, the original Si de Lolita. Top notes are mandarin, orange and bergamot. The middle notes are pink pepper, elemi resin, sweet pea, heliotrope and wallflower. The base notes are elemi, patchouli, tonka and amber. And if you look at the votes for this guy, it's pink pepper, elemi, sweet pea, patchouli are the top ones. The patchouli's pretty high here. And I was like, I'm not sure about these. I went for the EDT first, and I do have the EDT as well, but I'll talk to you about that another time. And I was like, I kind of like this, and I don't know why, and I don't know how to explain it, but I kind of do like it. There's something about it. I think specifically it's the sweet pea here that I'm really enjoying. And that's how I felt about the EDT. And then when I got that bundle at Christmas of all the vintage Lolita Lempickas from someone on eBay, I had the EDP. And honestly, they're like so similar. The EDP, the EDT, they're very, very similar. But I was like, oh, I feel sure the EDP is going to be maybe a bit more patchouli. It's certainly got a huge amount of pink pepper. Now, I don't really like patchouli. I don't really like pink pepper. I like black pepper in perfumes, but pink pepper is one of my not so favourites, specifically if it's very strong. But there is something so pretty about this perfume. It has I'm going to have to spray it out because it doesn't have... I can kind of smell it, but let me just spray this out. Ooh. All over my room. Okay, hardcore pink pepper when you first spray this. A lot of pink pepper. And I don't mean pink pepper in a kind of... It smells off. You know how some perfumes, a lot of them, when they go off, they start to smell peppery. It's not that. It's a bright, fizzy pink pepper. Fizzy is the word I need to use here, because this smells effervescent. Almost soda-like. And there's something tangy here. Let me just check the notes again. So, that's the bergamot. Okay. It's sweet, but it's not like cloyingly sweet, but it has a natural, beautiful sweet pea scent in here. And the greenness from the patchouli makes it slightly earthy. But there's something very ladylike and pretty about this that I'm really appreciating. Like, my husband complimented me when I was wearing this as well, and I feel like it's the kind of sweet, powdery, fruity floral that he finds quite sexy in a kind of grown-up lady way. And, I can taste it now though. It doesn't taste amazing, but actually tastes better than some of the other perfumes. Like when I spray out, I can taste them. It's quite strong, but not like overwhelming at all. And it's so hard to explain how this smells to me. Now I'm looking through at the comparisons. I've never smelled it. They've got Eternity Flame from Calvin Klein, but I don't really like the Eternity range, so I have no idea. And there's almost as many people disagree with that one. Eau de Merveille. A few people have said it smells like that. Santal Cardamom from Fragonard. I have smelt that one, but I don't really remember much about it. So there's a lot of stuff here that I don't really know, and I guess that's why this smells really quite interesting to me. It doesn't smell like anything else that I have in my collection. Texture-wise, it does, because it has this kind of powdery sweetness that I think I have in like Jean Paul Gaultier classic Eau de Parfum, for instance, and Oh, like, if, you know, like the Mhler Harris Violet Ida, it's got that same kind of powderiness going on, that sort of, I don't know, like slightly fizzy powderiness. But this one's very fizzy. The more it dries down, the more I get the sweet pea. I actually really enjoyed wearing this one. I was super surprised when I got the EDT that I really liked how it came off my skin. It's another one that sometimes, like when I would smell my skin straight up, like close to my face, because of all the patchouli and the pink pepper, I was like, I like it, but I don't love it. But in the air around me, I loved it. And I just think it smells so lovely. I wore this one at home. I will happily wear it out. I figured it makes sense to wear the Eau de Parfum in the colder weather, and then I'll try the EDT out in the warmer weather. But I have to say, I think this is lovely. Now, I actually have ended up with 2 bottles of the EDT, because when I bought the bundle, I already had, I think these are 80ml bottles or something, these big ones. And the EDT is in a frosted bottle rather than this clear glass. I don't think it has the gold on it. Let me just look over. I can't tell. I don't think it does. So I think it's like frosted glass, and where the gold is, it's clear glass. So that's how you can tell the difference between them if you see bottles and you're interested and you want one from eBay. But I'm probably going to get rid of my 80ml bottle that I've got of the EDT, and keep the slightly smaller bottle that I got from the eBay bundle, because I probably don't need like this much of this particular perfume to have like 2 of the big ones. But I think they both smell very similar. I might even slightly prefer this one, which I was surprised about, but I'm not sure why that is, because they just smell so similar. But anyway, so yeah, that's Si Lolita from Lolita Lempicka, and I think it's super pretty. It's really interesting, quite unusual. It still has some of the magic that you get from Lolita Lempicka, but it doesn't smell anything like their original line. It's like completely its own thing. So yeah, that's Si Lolita. Fabulous bottle as well. It's so over the top. I mean, you just got to love Lolita Lempicka, haven't you? They're just so cool. So let's go to, what should I do next? Well, I mean, you know, oh God, it's so good. It's like sniffing heaven smelling Burberry Brit. Burberry Brit is so good. It's the time of year for me to be wearing this absolutely delicious beauty. It's pear, it's almond, it's so many things that I absolutely love. Oh, it's so unique. That's the thing about Burberry Brit. Like, I have seen a few people compare it to other things, but I have never smelt a perfume other than Burberry Brit EDT that smells like Burberry Brit EDP. Like, Burberry Brit is such a specific and beautiful profile, and nothing else smells like it. It's so good. I frigging love Burberry Brit. And every moment of the day, I wore this to work, and I was just sniffing myself constantly, and I was like, my God, I think I smell so good in this. So, almond, lime and pear in the top, middle notes of candied almond, sugar, peony and dragée, base notes of vanilla, tonka bean, amber and mahogany. This is a beautiful... there is a little bit of a floral vibe. You can get a bit of that floral, which is what makes it smell perfumey. It keeps it from smelling like a gourmand. But it has so much almond and pear and that beautiful vanilla tonka mix, leaning heavily towards vanilla in this case, I'd say, that it does have like this yummy, I could eat you up kind of quality to it. But the flowers here and the wood and the amber just stop this being a gourmand, like a proper gourmand. It's like... it's so sophisticated compared to somewhat. I mean, I'm sitting here right now on Sunday wearing Choco Musk, you know what I mean? Like, which it's not that it's not a sophisticated perfume, but it's like, just like yummy. I smell like chocolate powder or whatever. But this is like grown up. This is super grown up. It's really delicious. You smell so sweet and yummy and tangy, which is what makes this so special. The pear here is so delicious, but that little bit of lime is just like bang, like just that little bit of pizzazz. I'm obsessed with Burberry Brit. I love it, and like I just want to wear it all the time. So I wore it this week. Absolutely delicious. Now then, where are we moving on to from here? Oh yes. So the things that I haven't worn for a little while. And I loved wearing this as well. This is so comforting, this perfume. Like, I feel like if you're... because the thing is, it's not cheerful, but it's comforting. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain why. This is Obsession Night. I've had this one for quite a while. I mean, I have actually got a decent dent in this. But yeah, I mean, I've worn it loads and I've still got a lot here because it is actually decent, I'd say, in terms of it's certainly got a decent longevity on me personally, and it has a very like decent throw. It's quite strong to me. It's a fantastic perfume, and as with a lot of Calvin Klein perfumes, they keep the ones that I don't think are very good going, and they get rid of the ones that are really good. You know, I think Contradiction's gone, CK2's gone, I think this one's gone, but you can still get this one. I don't think it's in production, but I think you can still easily find it. So Obsession Night, beautiful blue liquid, beautiful, very delicate blue glass, and a slightly transparent blue cap. Anyway, love it. It does not smell to me really anything like the original Obsession. I think it's totally its own thing. It's floral, but it's also like, it's kind of a weird, it's like a weird, woody, slightly strangely aromatic vanilla. Like, this is quite an odd perfume, but I think it's really beautiful. I do think I would happily say that this one smells quite unisex to me. Like, there's something about this, I've said it a million times, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Male. It has this sort of shaving foam scent in it with this vanilla, which is what I get from that. I don't think they smell like the same perfume at all. I kind of just get that shaving foam vanilla feel from both of them. Obsession Night is white flowers, bitter orange, angelica, and the angelica is where that kind of really interesting scent is coming from, I feel. I do really like angelica. Bergamot and mandarin orange, that's just in the top. The mid notes, gardenia, jasmine, lily of the valley, rose. Base notes, cashmere wood, vanilla, sandalwood, tonka bean, and amber. Those base notes are putting in a lot of work. I think this is like angelica, bitter orange, a bouquet of white flowers with a ton of cashmere wood, a little bit of sandalwood, and then a beautiful creamy kind of cozy vanilla and tonka bean combination. If I look at the votes, cashmere wood is at the top, white flowers next, then vanilla, then bitter orange, then sandalwood, then angelica. Now, I think the angelica is really high up in this mix. I would put it really quite high up. I've had other perfumes, and I have other perfumes with angelica, and it's like a really recognisable scent to me now. This is just so cozy. It's so nice. It's so good at this time of year. It's like, this is also the one that my friend Fern, whenever she smells me wearing this, she always compliments me on this one. And she doesn't always mention my perfume, but for some reason this one she does always mention. It's just a beautiful perfume. I highly recommend it, and it's so ridiculously affordable. I think this bottle, 100ml bottle, cost me about £20. Just so good. And then the other one, this is another one I've asked to go on for Grantica a number of times, but it's still not there. So I always have to Google the notes for this. But I normally wear this in December, like around Christmas time, because there's something that kind of makes me think of mulled wine about it. It's just got this lovely, fruity, slightly cinnamony, spicy smell. But I just was in the mood for it, and I really enjoyed wearing it. And I forget because because this isn't in my Fragrantica. This is the Scent Doctor, and it's called Cherry Mhler. I think this is a British, maybe even London company made this. You can still go and get it on Amazon, and I will put it in the UK. I'll put it on my hyperlinks. I'll put a link into my, what is it even called? Anyway, the links where I get a little bit of a thing, I'll try and put that, because I saw it the other day on Amazon when I was trying to get the notes, so they still have it. This is pear, apple, cherry moya, cinnamon and citrus zest in the top, passion flower, ylang, jasmine, peony and iris in the mid, base notes of tonka beans, balsam, woods, musk and patchouli. Now, some of the other things I tried from this particular brand, I think they were dupes of other things. I didn't like them, but I think they were dupes of other things. One of them, I'm sure, was a dupe of Good Girl, which is why I hated it. And then there was one that I think was a dupe of like one of the beachy florals that people like maybe Beach Walk or Santal, whatever, Soleil, whatever. So I just kind of think this probably is duping something, but I don't know what it is. Like, I just don't know what this is. This is just a very fruity, berry, fun, lovely. It's quite strong, actually, to be honest. It's another one I don't need to put loads of it on. It has a sugary sweetness that reminds me of kind of delicious boiled sweets, like if you imagine like a cherry flavoured boiled sweet. But then it has all these other yummy fruits that's just so tasty. I can definitely get a sense of the cinnamon. It smells still, though, like a perfume because of the florals. But I wouldn't, like, it's not strong in patchouli. It's not strong in musk. It's not really woodsy. There's definitely a balsamic quality to it, which is why I think I get that mulled wine feel from it. But it's like, if you imagine mulled wine, but with like some cherry lozenges like melted into it, you know, not lozenge like the ones for your throat, but like the boiled sweets, like the hard candies, I think you call them in America. It's really fun. It's really nice. And I they're so cheap, these perfumes as well. But yeah, I'll put a link to it down in the description. I can't think of words today. Honestly, I'm so tired. You'll notice this last week, it's been so busy. There's been so much mad, stressful stuff going on, both my husband's work and my work, and it's just been really intense. So it's very much been one perfume a day. I'm just getting up, I'm getting on with my life, I'm just choosing something. There's been no testing. I've not been smelling anything else. I haven't bought anything. I've got nothing on its way to me. It's just very much not been really about perfume recently. In terms of acquiring anything or being interested in anything. I'm just really shopping my stash right now because I have so many beautiful perfumes. So I'm really getting back into kind of just being like, I haven't worn that one for ages, let's wear that. So you'll notice there's 7 here. I've already broken this streak slightly because this weekend I've already worn like a perfume in the morning and then a different perfume after my shower or whatever. So I've already got 4 perfumes set up for the next video, and I've only done 2 days. So we'll see how the rest of the week goes. But yeah, this last week I had no time to think about anything. So let's move on to the next perfume. And what am I going to go for? Well, let's go for this one because I haven't worn this for ages. This is one I can't remember if this is in my last Office Scents video, like my cheapies one, my affordable or inexpensive ones, or whether it's in the next one, which is kind of slightly more expensive. But either way, because I'd been talking about it, I was thinking about it, and I thought I'm going to pull this one out. I'm pretty sure all I could say about this perfume is it's pretty, because I don't really know what else to say about it. It's just pretty, and it's... yeah, it's just really pretty. Like, the first thing I think when I smell this is, that's pretty. This is Guess, and it's Guess Girl. With this pretty pink liquid, and it's tricky because it's not generic, because I can't tell you anything else that smells like it. Like, I've not smelled anything that I think smells just like this, but at the same time I don't smell it and think, God, what an interesting perfume. It's just pretty, you know. It is pretty in a really classically girly, fruity, floral, pink smelling way. Now, the notes are raspberry, melon and bergamot in the top. The mid notes are orchid, lily and black locust. The base notes are Madagascar vanilla and sandalwood. I don't think that the vanilla is particularly strong here, but it does have a lovely sweetness. I wouldn't pick it out as being like it's a vanilla sweetness. It's just generally quite sweet. The raspberry is really strong and the orchid is really strong. And then I think everything else is like in the back. But it doesn't list musk, but I'm 100% sure that there's the classic Guess musk in here that I've also got in Guess Dare. And I love that musk. There's just this slightly, not shampoo, but slightly soapy, creamy, musky feel in the dry down of this, especially mixed with that sandalwood. But this is what pretty girls smells like. You know, this is if you're walking around and there's a girl and you're like, she's super pretty, or a young lady, it does smell quite youthful to me. Like a young lady who is wearing a pretty floral dress. If you smelt her and she smelt like this, you'd be like, totally suits it, makes sense. Now, I got a compliment from my husband. He really liked this one. And I'm not surprised, again, because he likes a fruity floral. This is slightly powdery. It fits into his kind of taste, I think, in terms of the stuff that he likes. It's got like a fruity musk quality to it. But also my stepson complimented me. He gave me a hug and he told me how nice I smelt. So the boys love this. The boys love this. So if I ever do one of those slightly tacky videos to be like, how to get a man. I won't ever do that, to be fair. But if I ever make a video that's like proven things that men have complimented me on, this will be in there. And it's a really affordable, very pretty, lovely, very easy to wear perfume. It doesn't feel complicated. It is just, what is it that Soy said? Pretty for the sake of being pretty. That's just what it is. It totally could be in with like some of the Toka perfumes, the way that I think they smell so lovely and so pretty and so ladylike, you know, also like feminine. But I don't smell them and think, oh, so complicated, or like that one's hard to wear. You know, they're just like lovely. This one is lovely, and yeah, so it's definitely approved by my household. Okay, and then this one next. Oh, you absolute beauty. Oh my God, I was just in the mood. This one just does smell like food, but it smells like food in my kind of way, which is that it's not too sweet and it's not sickly, because there's so much delicious lemon in it. Let me just actually put that one there. I'm trying to make these look nice. Far from and fragrances. Possibly the most expensive thing I've got here. This is so delicious, and also this is the EDT. This is the EDP. As you can see, my EDP has a rather bigger dent in it because that's the one I take around with me. That's the one I take to work, and that's the one I've had the longest. My husband very kindly bought me this, I think for a birthday or Christmas a while back. God, it smells like actual heaven. It just smells like heaven. It smells like a lemon and lime cheesecake, basically. It's so delicious. So it has the creaminess, it has the acidity, and that lemon never goes away, but it doesn't smell like cleaning products. It's so sugary. It's just so lovely. It does have just a tiny hint of a slight biscuity smell, but it's not at all the kind of biscuity smell that I get in other perfumes where I'm like, it smells like stale carpets and stale towels. And my husband hates that even more than I do. This one, you get a little bit of that biscuity feel straight off when you spray it, and then it's pretty much gone, and it just turns into this creamy... I've said it before, it is the only lemon gourmand that I care about. Like, this is the best thing. And there's not even lemon in it, but it smells like lemon. So this is kaffir, lime and yuzu, and those together, they just give this lemony smell. Then in the mid, you've got mandarin and labdanum, apparently base notes biscuit. I don't know how this smell from this, because it is creamy. To me, there's definitely some kind of vanilla-y smell in here. It's the most edible perfume, I think, that I have. It's the thing that smells the most literally like food. But because it is so tangy and kind of sherbety with it, I just love it. I loved wearing this. I could not get enough of it. I reapplied it. I loved it. I just could have eaten myself. Absolutely delicious. And you won't hear me say that very often, because I often feel a bit sick when I spend like a whole day wearing something that smells like literal food. Like I normally like to do that in short bursts. Like I said, I'm wearing Choco Musk today, but that one, when I smell it up close, it smells really perfumey to me. So I don't think it literally smells like food overall. But Far from and fragrances smells like food, and I am obsessed and I love it. All right, I'll finish off with this because obviously most weeks I will wear some kind of form of Mon Guerlain, but I had a really cold day and it was miserable and it was raining and I was like, ugh. So I put on the Intense, because it's just such a good perfume, and it is just an intense version of the regular Mon Guerlain. I think there's more lavender, I think there's more patchouli, there is way more vanilla, and probably a little bit more licorice. So it's genuinely just a really amped up version of the original. So therefore, even though the original is absolutely my favourite version of Mon Guerlain, I think this is the best value, because it's stronger, because it lasts longer, because it's got more throw to it. And it's because it is just literally an intense version of the original. It is the best value. So probably now if I only had one, because I don't care too much about perfumes being strong, I would still keep to the original. But if I was on a budget and I knew I could only really have one, then this might be the one to go for, just because it's going to last you longer. But anyway, top notes here: lavender, mandarin, orange, bergamot. Mid notes of Tahitian vanilla, Madagascar vanilla, iris, jasmine, sambac and rose. Base notes: coumarin, patchouli, licorice, benzoin, Australian sandalwood and white musk. Oh, what do I need to say? You know how I feel about this perfume. I bloody love Mon Guerlain. It's one of my absolute favourite profiles. Along with like Burberry Brit, it's just one of my favourites in terms of just loving that smell and anything that smells anything like it. You know what I mean? The votes here say that the vanilla is the strongest. I don't really know about that. Like, it's interesting here because they do get voted, like the citruses get voted really low down. I can really smell citrus in here. I think there's a decent amount of that bergamot and orange. There's a lot of lavender, and that is the second vote here. But yeah, in the dry down, there's a ton of delicious vanilla. There's some lovely creamy tonka. And I definitely get that iris, licorice and patchouli here, but I love licorice anyway. I love licorice and perfumes. I like iris, but this one's still quite cheerful because of the other bright notes. It's soothing because of that lavender. It has that slightly aromatherapy feel to it because the lavender is so strong here. And the patchouli is kind of earthy, but it's not bothering me in any way. It's just so lush. It's just lush. What else can I say? What else can I say, guys? What else is there to say? That's it. That's this week. I'm going to just keep it short and... So we're still pretty early in February. I'm really hoping that this month will go a little bit quicker than this week did, to be honest, because January went on for about 57 weeks as far as I can tell. So I am ready for spring already. I'm just ready for it. And I'm enjoying my slightly stronger, slightly thicker perfumes at the moment I might not wear in spring. But I'm also really excited to get to my spring perfumes soon. So yeah. Come on, February, let's get out of it. Let's get out of this miserable grey weather. Coming up, I think... To be honest, guys, I can't remember. I know I've got another office. The affordable office video should be coming up quite soon. I hope you enjoyed the last recorded video I did with the Roxy samples. I've actually got some more samples from Roxy, so when I have time I will be making some new videos, so there will be more of those. I hope you enjoy them. I hope you enjoy me absolutely savaging perfumes that I'm sure probably other people love and I smell and just think they smell like poisonous chemicals. Oh, God. There will be more of those because I have sniffed some of the things that the lovely Roxy sent to me, and there is one house that, yeah, we'll be avoiding that one for the old tar, but I'll get to that as soon as I can. Otherwise, I think I've got lots of fun stuff coming up, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy whatever comes up next on my channel. If you're interested in my Amazon shop, there is a link to it, and then you can just go and have a browse. I think I've got three lists up there. One's perfumes, obviously. One is just my ride or die products that I tend to buy. I always buy them from Amazon, actually. And it's normally it's like my beauty stuff, like my hair stuff and my makeup and that kind of thing. And also I've got one that's just like my favourite products that I've bought from Amazon, which is super, super random, but it's just the stuff that I'm like, I need this, I buy it. But yeah, if you're interested, there's always a link in my videos, and I really thank you for watching. If you're not already subscribed, please do consider subscribing. It really helps my channel, and any kind of growth on the channel is always really helpful to me because then I'll get slightly more ad revenue, and then I have a little bit more money to buy stuff to talk about on the channel. So, you know, it's all just a big circular thing. Thank you so much to all my long-term subscribers. You mean the world to me. Tell me what you've been wearing. Tell me what you think of any of these. Let me know if you've tried Guess Girl, because, like, I think it's just so... I need another word that isn't pretty. Like, how else can I explain it? Some things are just pretty, and that's it. And let me know if you've tried Si Lolita. I'm really interested to know if any of you have that or have had it. If there's anything else you know that kind of smells like it, that would be a helpful comparison, because I find it kind of unique. I don't really know what else there is that smells quite like it. But anyway, thank you. Oh my God, what am I talking about? I've just remembered something. There is one called Pleats Please, not the one in the with the green liquid. Is that Issey Miyake or is it Kenzo? I think it's Issey Miyake. I need to do a comparison because I have a sample of that, and it is in the same realm actually. I think it's pink pepper, patchouli and sweet pea. I wonder if it's actually a good alternative to this. Right, anyway, I've already started again. I will get back to you as soon as I work that one out. But thank you so much. Comment down below and let me know what you think of these and if you've got any of them. And I will see you next week. Bye, guys.